State of Decay is very different to other zombie games. Rather than having a story based on horror of a couple of people as they become the most important people in the universe to fix the problem, State of Decay is a lot more interested in the community aspect of ordinary people. Rather than going out and saving the world, you're just trying to forge a little bit of humanity in a place that's just gone. Rather than being an action game, this is a RPG survival game with a lot of systems running underneath it. You're going to have to scrounge for materials, find food, find ammo, bring in other survivors and hope that they get along. And if your place isn't running very well, people can start fighting with each other, a gun might go off accidentally, people might get sick and die, and you have to deal with all this real life politics whilst also having to worry about the hordes of undead out there. It makes for a very stressful but a very unique game. What makes State of Decay so addictive for me is, although the game controls well enough, everything does as it should, I never feel like I'm this superhuman badass. Everybody's unique and have their own perks that you can upgrade along the way, but nobody's more important than anybody else and everybody's dispensable. If you die, they're gone. That's it. You just have to hope that you can get somebody else just as competent to keep going. State of Decay remains a great game, but it's not so great when it comes to being a remaster on the Xbox One. The game, although has a higher resolution and better lighting effects making it sharper, still looks like a 360 game, and the animations are still really janky, to the point where you kinda wonder how it's still working properly. But not only that, a lot of the bugs that exist in the 360 game are still here. More often than not, enemies just fall through the floor, clip through doors, phase through objects, and it's surprising that that's still here when they've had 2 years to fix it. And a lot of it was fixed on the 360 with patches, but yet it's back on this new hardware. When things get frantic, the frame rate is still known for taking a dive, which just shouldn't happen, as the new console is just more than capable of running this old Xbox 360 game. Roughness aside, however, this is a great game that just has that one more mission mentality to it. You just want to keep making the community better and stronger and want to go out just one more time. Scavenging for supplies, clearing infestations, all that remains fun throughout, as you just never have to do anything that's not enjoyable. Best of all, the Year 1 Survival Edition also includes the 2 expansions, Breakdown and Lifeline. Lifeline is an alternate story based on the army's perspective, which focuses more on gunplay and controlling the horde rather than the basic survival of civilians. And that's quite fun and different enough to make it worth playing. And then the Breakdown mode is a pure hardcore survival mode. It takes away all the narrative, stops the replenishing supplies, and increases the difficulty to push your community to the breaking point to see how far you can go. It's a really fun mode that distills State of Decay to its core essence and shows just how replayable this game really is. If you exhausted all the content on the 360 version, it might be a little bit hard to justify coming back again for a second go around. The improvements to the Xbox One edition are quite minimal. If you're the kind of person who actually missed the expansions or played the main game, I think it's worth coming back. The expansions have a lot of new content in it and it's still great to play throughout. If you're one of the unfortunate people who actually missed this game on the 360, absolutely come back and play State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition. It is the best survival game ever made, and it's definitely the most interesting zombie game to ever come out, especially on consoles. Hopefully we'll see more of State of Decay in the future with a full-on sequel, but for now, this is definitely a game worth playing. Check out the full review on the website.